yesterday, as I was doing an article about our COVID experience, I realized that we are 99 weeks in pandemic, and realizing that, I suddenly had this feeling of wanting to um, remember the times pre-pandemic, like especially the times that we can just do trips, trekking, and playing. So yeah, so I wanted to just do a recollection of the things that is not available right now. But I'm not saying that I don't like the comforts that we have now, but I'm just praying that soon we can do these things without thinking about COVID or anything. So these are I also did this. I wanted to learn how to create a content fast, and to yeah, all sorts of things. So I'm just this is just a test recording from my phone, and so yeah, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna post this, but anyways, so here's a wonder memoir from our trip, trek, and play. So this cover page is a picture of our for me, this is these pictures will always remind me of those days. Like for the first one, this is our picture from our trip to Indochina. So this is our um, last trip before this is in 2016, right? So this is our last trip, the last in here I'll be sharing the all of the trips. So with all of the trips that we had, so we just had 12, since the timeline is from 2008 until 2016, so 12 trips. 8 of those are with friends, and 4 of those are just us. So we didn't really have trips alone, so it's just 4 out of the 12. But yeah, so but our trip started in 2008. So and those were good trips. 8 of those are with friends, and but I love the, of course, because it's out of the country, the last trip that we had in Indochina. So it was 11 days of backpacking trips. So for me, it wraps everything. So that's why I had this as a cover page. And then the next one is our trek. So we started trekking in 2011, and as you can see in the picture, that this is our picture from Mount Apo. So even though we started our trek in 2011 as a tracker, as an adventure, I think like, I don't know if it's the same with you, but for me, the best trek for me is getting to the top of Philippines highest, right? And yeah, I also like this because this picture was taken by our friend. I was really like this was 2014, and a month after this trip we were engaged. But I was really like, there was that part of me, um like, it was the Philippines highest. Like, I was just like, at the back of my head, oh, it would be nice to have the engagement there, something something. But I think God has another plan, and but still, Apo is one of the best, if not the best, trekking that we had. And oh, we're so young. Oh my gosh! So this is last 2013, and of course, the last picture is um our we were wearing our board gaming shirt. So as you can see, our we played board games. We started playing in 2012, but it's only in 2016 that we decided to have this. This is the first tabletop day. So 2012 to 2013, 14, 15, 16. So for 4 years, we've just been playing with friends and started playing with strangers. But in 2016, this was the first time that we wanted to like we find other friends who help us to, like, it's more of them doing the work, and we're just really helping them introduce board game to more people. So, and I think because I'm very sociable, like I do, like for the husband, it's maybe not this picture that will most define his board gaming adventures, but for me, this is it, because I'm a social being. So once we started this board gaming tabletop days, so I really like it. Like I don't know if things didn't start changing once we decided to have a baby. Maybe we could have what do you call this? We could have pursued tabletop days every year, but yeah, it was one of it was also a good time for us. So yeah, so that's why I have this as a cover photo. And next one is okay. So this is I used to be all work and no fun until 2008. So a bit of a background about me is um like I started working in 2007. So and I'm my mom, like my mom um like when I graduated, I acted as the breadwinner of the family. So I don't really have like money enough to like most of my salary will be for the family. So I'm one of those like I at 35 right now, I am how many, like around 14 plus years away from that person in 2007. And then I'm seeing things differently right now. Like I know if I, like, it was hard having to give your money towards the family, and not being able to spend it the way you want to spend it. When I was on those moments, that was very hard. But now that I'm capable to, what do you call this, to justify those things, I don't know if I don't feel as bad anymore. um that is why I'm also creating this video to really so maybe like if you're in the situation right now, like you can't do anything, like you can't travel, you can't do the things that you want to do with your money because your money is for the family. I wanted to let you know that I wanted to let you know that it's that too shall pass. Like it wouldn't make your burden lighter, but just I think, how did I, like, it was crazy. Like I couldn't even imagine right now how I'm able to get to that get past that point. And when I'm sharing this story, I would always attribute it to the friends that I have, especially to my boyfriend then, like my husband now. So he was really helping me get through that. And I'm not saying like like I know I'm a bad example. Like when sharing this story, I would always tell I would always tell some of my friends like that if they find the right partner, like if they find a person that would help them. But yeah, call it crazy, but that's how I survive. Like I was blessed to have the right partner and the right person, and but I'm not saying that you push yourself to find another person that could help you get through what you're going through right now. But yeah, I think the best what do you call it, the best advice that I could give you if you are on this state is just to understand that this will not last long if you don't what do you call it, if you don't want it to last long. Like just because we're Pinoys, I think it would always like it's in what it's built in with us. Like we will help our family, but please don't let your whole life um don't let your entire life revolve around that. So at least I think the best advice that I could give you is set a boundary, or set give them like you talk to your parents, like you talk to whoever is it is that's depending you right now. Like you'll say, I will just do this for 4 years, and then after that you have to really I have to really focus on myself as well. Because if you will not gonna put that boundary on, or that timeline, for sure you will be like other like I know some friends that even though they are already like as old as me, they're still supporting the family, and that's just sad. Like right now I'm 35, and I think I'm in my best life right now, because um I'm I have my own family, and hello, I have my own family, and yes, this is Unyara. Hi. And yeah, so um that's just, yeah, so set a boundary, set a timeline, and so that you can be able to enjoy your life as well. So as we continue with me sharing my life, I will just put some advices, or some things that really helps me get through all the bad times. So I think for me, having these trips, even though in 2008, like this one, um, this 2008 trip is not even paid by me. Like I can remember that the first time that this like I was invited to this trip by one of our friends here. So I was really angry. I'm very proud. I'm a proud person, and I don't and at this point 2008, I know that I don't have the capacity to spend for the trip on my own. And I hated my boyfriend then for dragging me into it, because I don't have money. Like where do I spend what money would I used for the pocket money, for the fare and all. But uh, that was all. He didn't really I hated it because he didn't ask me prior to saying yes to my friends about going. But I think for him, he was ready to spend money for me that time. So I but of course it didn't like during this time, I'm the type of person that don't really, I'm very proud even though I don't have money, right? And I'm not, I'm really not used to depending with other people. And for me during this time, taking a trip, like is not part of my plan. Like I only see it as a useless activity. Like I like it, but I wouldn't really have anything to compare, because before that I wasn't able to ride on a plane. So I haven't been to anywhere but Cebu. So for me, like, why why would I even travel, and I don't have money for travel. So yeah, but I think you will I think I was very wrong, and for today, I'm just very grateful that my boyfriend really took the time and really spent money for this trip, for this first trip. So we went to Cagayan, and I think the plan is, like I because most of this the stories of my trips is in my blog. So my plan is to really talk about the trips in videos. But yeah, so this is just it for now. This is just a um cover video. So that's it. So that's Cagayan. And then, so here's a brief recap of my wonder journey. So this is 2008 until, I just mentioned that, until 2016, right? And then present. So at present, I start with the present. So right now, we are more parenting, less wandering, but just as good. So yeah, so we don't have it's not really that we don't have time to travel anymore out of Cebu, or out of the country. But since the pandemic 2020, um like, it's really hard to just travel. But right now, going out or taking a trip is not also in our priority, since um parenting happens and life happens. So I think, like for me, I would really I really, what do you call this, like the pandemic is really helping me, like, change my perspective on things. So right now, I'm not as, I eager to go on a trip, or what do you call this, to go out of Cebu. Like, I'm just contented with just having to spend lazy days in Cebu. Okay, and but I'm really praying that soon we can travel, because I'm just checking earlier this afternoon, I was checking our passports. Like my passport is already expired. So, and I'm just gonna find time to like to have it renewed. And Unyara's passport has been, I think it's still good until 2024, but since we got it in 2019, is it hasn't been stamped yet. So hopefully before it expires, we can have that stamp for her. And she's already 3 years old, and I don't know, but I think for a child, they could really remember things, like for a trip or a travel. I think around 5, but I don't know. But hopefully we can have that travel soon. But yeah, so we don't have out of Cebu trips, but we're good. But I just want to, like, recall all of the travels that we had before parenting and before this pandemic. So as I have mentioned, we started in 2008. So it's first trip to Cagayan de Oro, paid by the boy fee, now husband. So thank you, husband, for that. And then we jumped to 2008 to 2011. Actually, since 2008 until 2012. Wait, I know, 2008 until 2011, our trips was yearly. So we always later I will show it to you that we have yearly trips with our friends. And then starting 2011, it we have upgraded to two trips per year until 2013. And then starting 2014, we got engaged. So we don't have barkada trips anymore, but couple trips, just us. Okay, so and since this is also the wonder journey, this is actually focused on the three things that we do, like trips, trek, and board gaming. So for 2011, that's where we started our trekking. So our first trek was in Cebu's highest peak in Osmeña Peak. So that was so much fun. And then in 2012, so that's when we started to do our out of Cebu trek. So we call this the major trekking experiences. So our first was in Mount Talinis in Negros Oriental, and it's also in 2012. It's also our year that we started the board gaming. So the husband started acquiring board games. I don't know how many board games that he has now, but maybe it's around 30 plus titles already. And since the parenting, we especially me, I have stopped playing, but the husband has continued to play with his friends online. And also when he has the time, or when he wants to, he also spend like 2 to 3 hours doing board games with his friends. But as for me, I especially now in pandemic, I don't really want to go. I don't what do you call this, I just prefer to stay at home with Unyara. So yeah, I don't know if I can play anytime soon, but I think we did one. I was able to play one last year. And so now in 2016, so we're at 2016 now. So that's our first out of the country trip to Hong Kong. So that was our first out of the country trip. So it was our first wedding anniversary celebration. And yeah, so I think for us, like we started with out of Cebu trips, and then we started with our barkada, and then it's just us, and then to out of the country. I think when I look at our uh traveling experience as a whole, it really is a good transition from barkada trips and then just us. So yes, we have a good timeline. Yeah, more this. Okay, so